Om. 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 Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Sathya Devaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satya Devaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satya Devaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om. Offering my humble pranams at the lotus feet of our Mother Sai, who brings to us lessons that he has taught, made people understand, and in a manner that is so lucid that when it moves on to everyone during sharing sessions, it becomes something that becomes part of us. And we have someone today who spread the positivity last satsang by telling us when the Lord wants to give you something, and even if you are full, he will still keep you giving. He will still keep giving you as much as you deserve. And all you have to do is be available, be in his service, in contemplation of him in every moment of our lives. And a lot of valuable lessons were learned last satsang, wherein we understood how we have to keep ourselves engrossed in work that Swami has given us in whatever way that comes across to us when an opportunity comes forth. And being available is all that we need to do. And his compositions are so unique, where when we contemplate of the Lord, we can imagine, visualize, and be in the moment of how the Lord would have been at stages of his life, as described in the song where he was talking of how Swami was with Ishwarama, or how Ishwarama would have perceived Swami to be, and how Swami went about explaining, correcting, redefining certain words in the song. So today, as part of a 3-part series, we have M S Prakasa Rao again with us, and we are going to have him speak on a topic that is part of a 3-part series. So I'm going to let Uncle do the talking, and let us sit back, enjoy the music that is going to come. So all of you know that he is a person who's composed many wonderful bhajans, songs, written plays, among the various other things. And all I can say right now is he's inspiring us, and we are blessed to have him with us today by Swami's grace. Over to you, Uncle. Sai Ram.
Om Sri Sai Ram. My humble pronouns at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Lord, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtin Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tattamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamacharam Sarvati Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunaraitam Sathya Sai Shamede. Jhaye Sri Sathya Sai Sam Divyamangal Vigraham Navya Pitambaradam Divya Tejo Virajitam Prasanthi Nilayam Bhavye Divya Simhasane Sthitam Bhaktarandar Mandiravasam Sarvavyapinameshwaram Vandar Janamandaram Mandasmita Bukambujam Sharanagata Santrana Deksha Kankanadharinam Sarvata Panipadabjam Sarvatochi Siromukam Sarvabhutantaratmanam Sathya Sai Ishwaram Bhaje Varadavaya Sancha Karuna Varunalayam Namami Sathya Sai Sanada Bhaktarti Bhanjanam Namami Sathya Sai Sanada Bhaktarti Bhanjanam Namami Sathya Sai Sanada Bhaktarti Bhanjanam Namaste Puttapartisha Namaste Bhaktavatsala Namaste Sarvadevatman Namaste Parameshwara Tumeva Gitrasmakam Dayankurmai Prabhu Tumeva Bhagavan Baba Drishta Palaprada Manasa Karmana Vacha Chintayami Bhavatpadam Sathya Sai Sarvesha Sadbhakta Parirachaka. प्रसीद हे कृपा सिंधो प्रसीद परमेश्वरा प्रसीद मयि आत्मबंधो भक्तबंधो दयानिधे अपराध सहस्राणि क्रियन्ते सततं मया तानि सर्वाणि साईश क्षमितान् त्वया त्वया ओम श्री साई राम ओम श्री साई राम ओम श्री साई राम. I express my loving Sai Ram to all the brothers and sisters all over Singapore and all other places. And extremely happy to be in your company because I enjoyed last week's Satsangh very much. As you might have enjoyed, I enjoyed much more than that. So now, whatever we do in our service activity, whatever you do, we wholeheartedly and as an offering to the Lord, it will be recognized him. Definitely it will be recognized him. Bhagavan will put a stamp. Yes, I have recognized it. We must grasp it. That is the only thing. Normally, we have a doubt whether Swami is pleased with this or not. No. Swami will be pleased with your sincere work and he will put a stamp also. How he will put a stamp, I will just now. I told you, I wrote one song on how Ishwarama felt about Bhagavan. Then it was sung by the students also. Students, let us hear the students' experience, what they have heard from Swami. Venkat, kindly play that Repalle Balunivale.
Repalle Balunivale, Mapallane Puttavu is a song that looks at Swami through the eyes of Mother Ishwaramma. This beautiful song was written and composed by Sri M S Prakasa Rao garu. When his mother once told him, "Why don't you write a song depicting the feelings of Mother Ishwaramma towards Swami?" She shared with him the thoughts of Ishwaramma, which Mother Ishwaramma herself had shared with her. This song, Repalle Balunivale, was born thus: a mother's wish to look at Swami from the mother's eyes. But was this song a true expression of Ishwaramma's feelings towards Swami? The answer was given by Swami himself. When this song was offered to Swami in the interview room in the year 2006, Swami nostalgically said, pointing to the pillar outside, "Ishwaramma ఈ స్తంభం దగ్గర కూర్చొని నా గురించి ఇలాగే అనుకునేది." Meaning, Ishwaramma would sit by this pillar and think of me in this very manner. Swami, isn't each one of these songs inspired by you? So what we sing is nothing but offering to you what you have gifted to us. In this beautiful song, the mother wonders whether Swami is the mystic Shiva or the ever-prayerful Krishna, and goes on to say, "Whoever you are, O Lord, you have lit the lamp of love in our hearts, and let your compassionate looks make the whole of this universe happy and peaceful."
రేపల్లె బాలునివలె మా పల్లెను కొట్టావు, రేపల్లె బాలునివలె మా పల్లెను కొట్టావు. గోపాలుడివా నీవు గోవిందుడివా, గోపాలుడివా నీవు గోవిందుడివా. నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ, నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ. అక్షయ సంవత్సరాన కార్తీక మాసాన శివునికి ప్రియమైన సోమవారాన పుట్టినావు. అక్షయ సంవత్సరాన కార్తీక మాసాన శివునికి ప్రియమైన సోమవారాన పుట్టినావు. నారాయణ వ్రత వేళలో నవ్వులు చిందించినావు. నారాయణ వ్రత వేళలో నవ్వులు చిందించినావు. నాగసాయిగా దర్శనమిచ్చినావు తండ్రి. పరమశివుడివా నీవు పరమాత్ముడివా. పరమశివుడివా నీవు పరమాత్ముడివా. నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ. కరుణారుణ కాంతులు నీ కన్నులలో విరిసెను. భువన మోహనమ్ముగా చిరునవ్వులు చిందెను. కరుణారుణ కాంతులు నీ కన్నులలో విరిసెను. భువన మోహనమ్ముగా చిరునవ్వులు చిందెను. దివ్య ప్రేమ సౌరభాలు నీ పలుకుల నిందెను. దివ్య ప్రేమ సౌరభాలు నీ పలుకుల నిందెను. శ్రీవత్సముని అడపై అందముగా మెరిసెను. జనార్దనుడివా నీవు జగన్మోహినివా. జనార్దనుడివా నీవు జగన్మోహినివా. నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ. రేపల్లె బాలుని వలె మా పల్లెలో పుట్టావు. బాలుడివా నీవు గోవిందుడివా. నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ.
This is the feeling of Swami about the song. So I always feel whatever you write with whole of your heart, thinking about Swami only, he will guide you with the correct words. That is my feeling. He himself has said, if Ishwarama used to think exactly like this about me, then what more you want? It is not, I never felt that I have written this song. It is his inspiration, that's all. So feel, whenever you do any Bhagavan's work, it is, you are, if you are done good work, you are inspired by him. You are inspired by him. Yes, that's all. Otherwise, it cannot have that quality. The quality, the sincerity with which you do, that is Bhagavan's gift to you. So, my dear friends, this is what is exactly that you have to think. I remember about two incidents, wonderful incidents, which have happened in my life. That when you feel Swami is with you, wholeheartedly you feel that Swami is with you, he will definitely be by your side and he will hold your hand. That is my experience. One wonderful thing I'll tell you. In the year 2004, I went to Prasanthi Nilayam for participating in Bhagavan's birthday celebrations. The birthday celebrations were over, but on 28th November, my state president took me to All India President Mr. V. Srinivasan. Then Srinivasan Sir told me, Prakasa Rao, we are going to organize a group singing event on 2005 New Year's Day. So 200 singers from all over the country, all over India, from 18 states will participate in this group singing. So we have selected already 8 songs. One song we are waiting for you, for one song in Telugu we want. You must write immediately. Today night you must write. Tomorrow morning you must give the song. And what conditions he has put? The entire Swami's avatar and his mission must reflect in the song. It should be only 2 stanzas. It should not exceed more than 5 minutes. So 101 wonderful. Listen, I said, definitely, sir. If I think that I'll be writing, I'll fail. But I think that Swami will be playing his part now also. I went straight away to Prasanthi Nilayam, prostrated before Bhagavan. Swami, they have given me this task. Kindly see that I accomplish it as your prasadam. That's all. So I went, I think it did not take much time also, some 2-3 hours. I wrote the lyric, and next day morning, I went to Arya President Srinivasan Garu and I have shown him the song. Are Prakasa Rao, the song is very good. Now, get it recorded. And today is 29th. So 31st morning, you must give me in Madras. I am in Prasanthi Nilayam. Where to record? They say, and say, I am not having any money with me. I went alone. So what then? It's all right. If Swami has planned something, he will finally do everything for me. Then I had got that confidence. So I went straight away to Madras. I went to Madras. Immediately went to music director Mr. Vasu Rao. His father was a reputed, renowned music director Salur Rajeswar Rao. So I went to him, sir, you have to tune this song and compose the music, and tomorrow evening I must get the song. Prakasa Rao, one day you are given it 24 hours. How is it? Sir, I am confident that you can do it. Kindly do it. There are no 2 versions. I don't want to hear any stories from you. Kindly see that it is recorded by tomorrow evening. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, I must hand it over to Mr. Srinivasan. And they said, then our Vasu Rao Garu, music director, told me that Prakasa Rao, it will cost you 2 songs, it will cost you 20,000 rupees. Sir, let it cost anything. If I have to give from my pocket, I must worry. Why should I worry? It is Swami's work. Swami will do it. I was very confident. So then he started immediately composing. Then it so happened that my chief engineer, under whom I have worked, Mr. Surendra Kumar Srivatsav, an ardent devotee of Baba, he was at Chennai at that time. He was at Madras at that time. So once he told me, when you come to Madras, why can't you come to my house? So says, what I have to do? I have nothing to do. So I went to his house. I had I talked all our railway works and all, I talked everything. And finally, when I took my dinner and I was getting out. When I was coming out of his house, he just called me, Prakasa, just 1 minute, please. Then I went inside. Then he said, Prakasa, I have been thinking to spend something on Swami's work. You kindly keep this 20,000 with you and spend whatever work you want. You work for, spend for Swami's work. I was damn surprised. Exactly 20,000 rupees, and 20,000 rupees the gentleman keeps me in my hand. I said, yes, Swami, you are there. You are there with me. You are holding my hand. I have nothing to worry. Then I went, and immediately I went and hand over the money to Chal. And Prakasa, where from you got 20,000 in Madras? So, sir, it happened like this. And he said only one thing. Swami is behind this project. Swami will do it. So definitely everything will be over. Tomorrow evening, I'll give you the CD, and he has given me the pen drive. And next 31st morning, I went to Mr. Srinivasanji, and I handed over him the pen drive. Then he was surprised. Prakasa, one day, how did you do it? Sir, if I have done it, I would have told you. But I have not done it. I sat, I was seeing the entire drama, what Swami has played. And it is he who has done it. I have done nothing. Sir, this is what you wanted. I have handed over to you. It is Swami's grace. But if you want to thank, you thank Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba, not myself. So this is how Swami will be with you. Another important incident also I will tell you. Venkat, I have got a photo. So last time in my day, I am holding Swami's hand. Yes, see. This happened in 2007. In 2007, no, it was in 2009. Jagame Sai Mayam drama we played. And Swami liked the drama very much. First of all, he gave me the ring. And after the drama was finished, he just called me and gave me a diamond ring. And after that, Swami told me that Prakasa Rao, I am with Bangaru. I want to sit in the jhula which you have brought. So he sat in the jhula. And after sitting in the jhula, he was looking here and there. Where is he? I was searching for me. I was sitting in my seat. So Swami himself called, "Arey, please come." Then I went there. Swami stretched his hand, left hand. You hold my hand. For 20 minutes, I was holding Swami's hands. See, I was thinking, why? What is that I have done? To give such a grace, to shower such grace on me. What is that I have done? I did not anything. I did my work, sir. So Swami, some dramas with Balvikas children I played. And some songs I had, Sathya Sai, Glory of Sathya Sai, I have done. So, what is this? Why Swami has given this? There must be definitely something behind that. Swami, whatever experiences he gives you, definitely some meaning behind that. So, I thought I was all right. I returned to Visakhapatnam, and after I think 1 week, I was going on the road along with my wife on my scooter, and somebody, 19 years boy, he was just learning to drive the car. He dashed me and I fell down and my hand fractured. And my wife fell down on the road. When I asked her, she said, I am unable to see. I am able to say, nothing is visible to me. So, but somehow I did not perturb very much. But I did not have in a simple, even a pinpricks type of pain was also not there. In my, I was just holding my hand. Some people took out my scooter and put aside. Then I told the car to call 10108. So they have called. I told those people, sir, this is the phone number of my son-in-law. Just ring up to me. He will come and collect the scooter. And I immediately boarded and went to one of my friend's hospital. He saw simply some temporary first aid he did, and he sent it to. So he sent me, both of us, to Apex Hospital, where a very experienced orthopedic surgeon was there. So we went there. I felt nothing will happen to. I told my wife, nothing will happen to you. Don't worry. I put Vibhuti and Paramam Pavitram, Baba Vibhutim, Paramam Vichitram, Baba Lila Vibhutim, Paramardhanishtartham, Moksha Pradatham, Baba Vibhutim Vidamashriyami. Just I put a small Vibhuti in her mouth and said, close your eyes, nothing is going to happen. Don't worry about it. I am not worried. I am not having any pain, even though the bone has come out of my skin. I am not having any pain. So it's all right. God is there. Then I said, the neurosurgeon has come, and he, how it has happened, he asked. See, he got some injury on the head. So probably the nerves of the eye might have been damaged. Then he said, Ayuka Prakasa Rao, come here. I went there. Then he asked my wife, look at this gentleman who is just come to see you. Then she opened her eyes and told, he is my husband. You are able to see? Yes, I am very able to see very clearly. And after that, no complaint at all, no medicine, nothing. She was able to see. So one thing is over. A second thing, my hand, it was operated on the next day. They have put some rods and all. For 3-4 days, I was in the hospital. And doctor told you will be discharged. Thank you very much. Said, then I asked for the bill. Said, doctor told me it will be around 25,000, sir. Shall I pay it by cash or check? You kindly ask your cashier to tell me. That cashier brought the bill and gave it to me. Sir, thank you very much. Sir, whether I should pay in cash or check. I was damn surprised, sir. Somebody came. Sir, Prakasa Rao is very dear to me. He is our brother, Sai brother. So, don't need it. He need not pay. I will pay for it. And he paid the 25,000 rupees. My dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters, believe me, till today I do not know who has given the 25,000 rupees. This is Bhagwan. Why he has asked me to hold his hand? Only to give the protection. That's all. Try to understand this kind of thing. These kind of things will happen in everybody's life. It is not Prakasa Rao alone will have such experience. No. I believe in that every devotee, calm and coolly, if you think, in everyone's life, there will be experiences like this. So, this is the type of experiences he will give. And he will put a stamp, I am there. Why do you worry? My stamp, Sathya Sai Baba stamp will be there, that he has helped. Otherwise, who will give the 25,000 rupees? I was damn person. And you will be, sir, another very important thing there is about 3,000 devotees from all over Visakhapatnam and nearby places came to see me. I was wondering, sir, what am I? I am a speck in the ocean. But 3,000 people have come to share their love for me. What more you want? As a Sai devotee, you need not get money. You need not get any riches or some power or nothing. This is what the power, their love is itself is a great power, which gives you so much of happiness. 3,000 people coming and expressing their love towards a common man. What is that? That is Bhagavan. So this is how Swami protects us. Every time he protects us. So only thing is, one thing you must feel always, Swami is with me. Swami is with me. Swami is with me, holding my hand. Swami, once one devotee asked Bhagavan, Swami, what is the greatest boon that will bestow upon your devotees? And Swami said, I will give them strength to bear their sorrow and tears. I will give them the strength to bear their sorrows and tears. Swami never told, I will give riches, I will give promotions. No, he didn't. He said he will give only the strength to bear our sorrows and tears. Is it really correct? Yes, I will tell you two incidents. Dr. Kailas Rao is a famous orthopedician in Visakhapatnam. He had 3 sons. His eldest son did his MBBS, and after that he did MS also. And on the day he received the results of his MS, in which he passed in flying colors. He wanted to share his happiness with your parents and coming on a motorbike to his house, and in between he died of, he met with an accident and died on the spot. And his third son, who went for an excursion to Mauritius, there he fell in a creek and died. 2 sons. And the second son, who had these incidents, and he became almost insane. All these 3 sons, my dear friends, when I went to Dr. Kailas Rao, he told me, Prakasa Rao, our attachment is over. Now I have to concentrate on my service. Immediately he went to Prasanthi Nilayam, and Swami appointed him as the chief of the orthopedics department of Super Specialty Hospital, and he did service. He said, you may all think that I have lost my sons, but every day Bhagavan speaks to me. Every day Bhagavan gives his darshan. Every day he inquires about my welfare. What more you want? Is it not a great fortune that having sons? What is that? It has given him, see, Dr. Kailas Rao, to bear his sorrows and tears. That is an example. Swami has given him the strength. Swami has given him the strength. And after that, he did many service activities where many poor people, he has done operations. He saved the lives of many. In spite of, on the day of his son's last rites. On that day also he went to hospital to serve the patients. That is, sir, that is the love of Bhagavan, and that gives you the strength. He till even today also, he said he lives in a small house and happy, thinking about only Bhagavan, that's nothing else. And he decided, when I went recently to him, he said, all my entire properties, I will write it to, I will, in the name of, I will give it to the Central Trust, Sathya Sai Central Trust. See, what an experience Bhagavan has given him, and what a strength Bhagavan has given him to bear the sorrow. Another very important thing I'll tell you. One of my friend's daughter, I used to engage tuitions for 10th class people, only free, as a service I used to do. And one girl, one of my friend's daughter, she used to also come to me, and she did well in the 10th class. She passed, and after the degree, and she was married and went away. One day, her father is a Bhajan Mandali convener of some village. He called me, Prakasa Rao, why can't you come and just for a day discourse? All right, I went. When I was going, in between the journey, this girl boarded the bus, and immediately when she saw her, Namaskar, sir. Then I said, Mama, how are you? Then she said, and my father told me that your teacher is coming here today for a discourse. You also come. So I am coming to hear your discourse, sir. All right, over. That night, I got some doubt, and I asked her father, how is the life of your daughter? Then he told me, sir, I lost my son-in-law. My daughter has two children. Now I have to, she has to decide what to do, and where to live and what to do, because her husband did not earn even a single naya paisa. What to do? Then night I went to her just for consoling. Amma, I heard that it happened like this. Don't please pray Bhagavan. Then she told me a wonderful incident. She said, sir, I lost my husband. It's all right. It is his fate. He has gone away. He did not earn a single naya paisa. He did not give me anything, left anything. My in-laws are poor. I can't stay there. My father is also equally, he is not in a very sound position, monetary position. I can't go there and give trouble to him. So what to do? That night, I sat before Bhagavan's photo and prayed, Swami, you have given me two children. How to bring them up? You only show me the way. And she cried and just slept at Swami's feet. Next day morning at 8 o'clock, some gentleman has come. Amma, I am having a boarding school here. I wanted a warden for the ladies' wing, ladies' hostel. I thought if they are Sathya Sai devotees, if I take some Sathya Sai devotees, they will look after the girls with love and affection. So I wanted to select only a Sathya Sai devotee. Are you interested to go there? I will appoint you, and your children and yourself, all of them can stay there. All of you can stay there, and I will free food, free accommodation, everything. And over and above that, I will pay you some 2,000-3,000 rupees for other expenses. If you do your BED, I am going to give you scale. Then she told me. So next day morning, I prayed, and very next day morning, Swami gives such a wonderful opportunity for me and my children. Should I go on thinking and weeping for my husband, when Swami has showered so much of grace on me? No, courageously I must stand. I must, whatever love Swami has shown to me, I will show to these children. All these children, all these girls who are away from their parents, I will share my love with them. And my children are happily studying here, and now they have given me, I did my BEd also, and I am getting salary also. So I am quite happy. So no more I am thinking about only Swami and nothing else. So, has Bhagavan not given the strength to bear her sorrows and tears? This is what. These are live examples of people who withstood all the calamities and still in the Swami service. This is what you should understand. Now, one more thing, which I was about that 20,000 rupees he has given. My chief engineer, that song Jai Jai Sai Ram, can you pay Venkat?
సత్య సాయిగా అవతరించినాడు. సర్వేశ్వరుడే సత్య సాయిగా అవతరించినాడు. మానవ జాతిని మహోన్నతంగా తీర్చిదిద్దినాడు. మానవ జాతిని మహోన్నతంగా తీర్చిదిద్దినాడు. సత్యం ధర్మం శాంతి ప్రేమల స్వర్ణయుగం స్థాపించాడు. సత్యం ధర్మం శాంతి ప్రేమల స్వర్ణయుగం స్థాపించాడు. జై జై సాయి రామ్, 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 జై జై సాయి రామ్. భజరే గురు చరణం అని భక్తి బీజములు నాటాడు. భక్తి బీజములు నాటాడు. ప్రేమ రాజ్యమే రామ రాజ్యమని ప్రేమ జ్యోతి వెలిగించాడు. సాయి ప్రేమ జ్యోతి వెలిగించాడు. సేవను మించిన సాధన లేదని శంఖారావం చేశాడు. శంఖారావం చేశాడు. గ్రామ సేవయే రామ సేవయని ఆచరించి చూపించాడు. ఆచరించి చూపించాడు. చల్లని ఒడిలో దీనుల చేర్చి తల్లి ప్రేమ అందించాడు. చల్లని ఒడిలో దీనుల చేర్చి తల్లి ప్రేమ అందించాడు. జై జై సాయి రామ్, 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 జై జై సాయి రామ్. వేద సంస్కృతికి జీవం పోసి ధర్మనిరతి బోధించాడు. ధర్మనిరతి బోధించాడు. యువశక్తిని నవశక్తిగా మలచి సన్మార్గంలో నడిపాడు. సాయి సన్మార్గంలో నడిపాడు. సేవా ప్రేమ తొణికి సలాడే అమర వైద్యమందించాడు. అమర వైద్యమందించాడు. మరుభూములలో దివిజ గంగ ప్రవహింపజేసి కరుణించాడు. నా జీవితమే సందేశం అని విజయ భేరి మ్రోగించాడు. నా జీవితమే సందేశం అని విజయ భేరి మ్రోగించాడు. జై జై సాయి రామ్, 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 జై జై సాయి రామ్. సర్వేశ్వరుడే సత్య సాయిగా అవతరించినాడు మానవ జాతిని మహోన్నతంగా తీర్చిదిద్దినాడు సత్యం ధర్మం శాంతి ప్రేమల స్వర్ణయుగం స్థాపించాడు జై జై సాయిరాం 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 జై జై సాయిరాం.
So, this is the beautiful song which was composed by Mr. Vasura Garu. This is the lyric I was asked to write, and this is the lyric for which Bhagavan has paid the charges. he himself has paid the charges. So, this is how it happens. Do it sincerely. He will be with you. Definitely, he will give you such a wonderful experience which you will never forget in your lifetime. Now, coming to the subject, why we should worship Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba as the universal Lord. Why? What made us to believe that he is the universal Lord? Once I had a wonderful experience. I was going in a train and I was reading Swami's book. On the opposite berth, some gentleman is sitting. So after observing me for a few moments, he put me a question. Sir, are you a devotee of Sathya Sai Baba? So, now that gentleman just watched me for a few moments and asked me, are you a devotee of Sathya Sai Baba? So, there was some sarcasm in his question. I noticed it. I'm a drama fellow. I'm a dramatist. I can easily identify what the intention of the other person is before uttering these words. So then I asked him, sir, when he questioned me, are you a devotee of Sathya Sai Baba? I told, sir, do you have an objection? Do you have an objection? No, he said, I don't have any objection, but he is a great man, but he is not God. Then I asked him, will you permit me to touch your feet? Let me prostrate to your feet. Why? No, sir, if when you say Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba is not God, that means you know who is God. So I have seen at least one person who has seen God. So I want to offer my pranams to you, sir, because you told Sathya Sai Baba is not God. That means you know who is God. So I am only, I want to prostrate. No, I don't permit to. Sir, are you an atheist? Then he said, I am a devotee of Lord Krishna. How do you worship Krishna? Then he said, I have got a beautiful statue of Krishna from Jaipur. Whether you have brought it from Jaipur or Jabalpur, it is only a stone, that too a costly stone, that's all. No, why do you call Krishna as stone? It is in your house. Is it moving? It is not moving. It is a static. Where it is, wherever it is kept, it stands there. Then if it is an inanimate thing, then why do you call it as God? It's only just a statue, that's all. No, I got to see this beautiful photo. I purchased it in ISKCON. You must have ISKCON or any organization you might have put. But it is just a paper and with a glass piece over top of it and a cardboard behind it, and all around there is a wooden piece. That's all. How can it become God? Then he said, I have got some idols. I have got brass idols from Benares. Whether you have brought from Benares or Rameshwaram, all the same, it is only a brass idol. That's all. How can it become God? Sir, what is that you are telling like this? Yes, I will tell like this only. Because you worship Krishna as God, but you never believe his words. No, I believe, he said, I studied Bhagavad Gita, 18 commentaries of Bhagavad Gita is there with me. All right, you might have studied, but you don't believe his words. No, how can you say that you don't believe? What Krishna has told? Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Uddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. So in every being, in his heart, the God is installed himself. He is installed himself in every being, whether it's a living being or an inanimate being. Everything God is there in all beings. So when God is present in every being, why not in Sathya Sai Baba? Do you say that God is present in everything except Sathya Sai Baba? Are you not mad? So I never thought like this, sir. Please answer me. So never say this. God is present. I am not telling you, I don't want to belittle your faith. No, I agree. Your faith is good. You are seeing Lord Krishna in that statue. You are seeing in a statue. I am seeing in a divine person. When a stone can become a god, and when a photo can become God, and when a brass idol can become God, why not a divine personality spreading the message of love and selfless service is God? Why not he is God? Tell me, can you tell me? After that, he stopped talking. He never did thing. But what I heard later on is, without telling anybody, he went to Puttaparthi and had Darshan Bhagavan and came back. So this is what. So people, out of their ignorance, they deny Bhagavan's divinity. Why should we worry about that? Our faith is our faith. Faith is to believe what you do not see, and the reward of faith is to see what you believe. Faith is to believe what you do not see. And the reward of faith is to see what you believe. If you think so Bhagavan is God, think like that, and one day you will see him as a God. That's all. So then how to understand? Let us try to understand. If you go through the teachings of great saints like Aravindo, Ramana Maharshi, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Vivekananda, and all these people, if you go through that, they say, God will take birth as human being only. Why? Because in this world, for any chaos or any good deeds, man is also responsible. Man is only responsible. Even for chaos also, he is responsible. So he has to transform the people. He transform the humanity to tread the path of love and selfless service. So if you want to transform human beings, then you must teach the dharma, righteousness, in a way that they can understand, in a language that they can understand. And then only you have to teach them, then you must practice and show it to them, and then hold their hand and see that they tread the path of love and selfless service. All these things who can do? Only if he comes in human form, only you can do all these things. Only to transform human beings, he has done like that. He has taken Rama has to come as human being, Krishna has come as human being, Buddha, Jesus, Shirdi Baba, everybody has come in the human form only to change the fate of the humanity. So they will bring transformation in the humanity. That is why. So therefore, then how can we still? There are 9 attributes. They told, all these great saints have told, there will be 9 attributes to God. In whatever form he comes, there will be 9 attributes. What are those 9 attributes? What is omniscient? He will be omniscient. That means he will be all-knowing. Number thing, then he is omnipresent. Wherever his devotee prays for him for help, he will present himself there. He will give his sakshatkara and then protect him. Then protects the entire world without irrespective of their devotees or not. He will try to save everyone in the world. Another thing is, so he has control over the nature. Another important thing is fame. Even without his asking, without any invitation, hundreds and thousands of people will come from all over the world to have his darshan. Swami said, I never wrote any letter to anybody. I never sent any invitation. But even then, lakhs and crores of people are coming to Puttaparthi to have my darshan. Why? Because he is divinity. That is the quality of divinity. And then glory. You go to any pilgrimage place like Tirupati, Shirdi, Benares, wherever you go, the same kind of glory will be present here also. And another very important thing, appearing in the dream and saving the, and blessing the devotees. They will appear he will appear in their dream and bless them. Another very important thing is performs things which are beyond human comprehension. Another very important thing is bringing back dead to life. So there are 9 attributes. All these 9 attributes are performed by Rama, Krishna, Shirdi Baba, all Jesus, everybody. So similarly, Bhagavan has also done a number of incidents are there in his life which prove that he is possessing all these attributes. Let us consider one by one. He is omniscient. He knows everything. Whatever you think also, he will be knowing immediately. He will be able to express. One Paidimari Venkateswara Garu, a very Vedic Pandit, he used to regularly come to Prasanthi Nilayam to perform this Veda Purusha Saptaha Mahayajnam. In that, he was in one of the occasions, he was given the task of performing Surya Namaskaras. So every day he used to recite Arunam and Sauram. There are 2 mantras. He used to chant and he was doing the Surya Namaskar. One day he was not well. So he could not properly chant the Arunam and Sauram. Somehow he finished and he sat. Then he thought, who will look after me? There are 75 pandits here. Who will know about my not performing in the order? So he thought, Sathya Swami came from inside and he was seeing the performance of Yajna. And he just, when he was passing by, he just stopped. Bangaru, what happened? Your Surya Namaskar are over? And he Swami very boldly said, yes, sir. Yes, Bhagavan, I have performed my Surya Namaskar. Thank you very much. Swami went away. He gave darshan and again returned. While returning, again he stopped and asked once again, now tell me whether your Surya Namaskaras are over properly. You have done? Yes, Swami. But he bowed down his head and said, Swami, I have finished. Then Swami went. He created Navaratnas to be put in the Yajna Homam and Purnahuti. And after that, while going away inside, and he again stopped. Now tell me whether your Surya Namaskar are finished. So then he got doubt, what will happen to me? But somehow he again bowed down his head and said, Swami, over Swami. Then Swami went inside. After 10 minutes, he called only, bring only Paidimari Venkateswara Garu to come inside. He went. The moment Swami called him, he could understand what has happened. And immediately he went as and without even saying a word, he fell on Swami's feet. Swami, excuse me, Bhagavan, I'm extremely sorry. Today I could not recite Arunam and Sauram properly because I am not well. Swami said, you said you are not well. That only one truth you have told. That is why you are here. Otherwise, the very moment, had you told I have completed in all respects, you would have been in your place. And Swami said, and then see what a compassionate Lord again. See, he has done so much of mistake. Then a serious mistake he has done. But Swami said, you are not having children. Many of your friends asked me, why can't you, where you are going to Puttaparthi, why can't you ask Bhagavan Swami, bless me with children? Why you do not? But you have still hesitating to ask me. You don't hesitate. Swami created a Spatika Vigneshwara idol and he has given it to me, him, and then you do Abhishekam and then take the Titham. You will be blessed with children. He was blessed with 2 children later on. He himself, Paidimari Venkateswara himself has told me, personally he told me, when he came here to perform Veda Purusha Mahasabhasavatam, he was doing so sincerely. I said, you are very, very sincere. And then he told me, I am not doing it for you. I am doing it for Bhagavan. When I go back to Prasanthi, will ask, why did you send, why I have sent you to Visakhapatnam? Only to do this kind of things. No, he will question Baba. I will never do anything wrong, particularly with Bhagavan, he said. So that is the compassionate Lord. He knows whatever there is in your mind, he knows very well. And he is omnipresent. Now, in Venezuela, if you read this book, God in Our Midst, written by Hiramani Sheshadri, in that book, one experience is there, 1996, one aircraft took off from Venezuela country, and it was flying in the air. And suddenly, one engine stopped working. And slowly, it was coming down. The aircraft was coming down. The pilot was very much worried. What will happen? There are 200 people in the aircraft. All of the people may drown in the sea. So he was unable to do anything. Then he tried all his, he made all his effort, but he could not he could not make the engine start again. Then he called the stewardess. Stewardess he has called. And Amma, this is our aircraft is in danger. It may collapse any time. It may drown in the sea. I am not sure what will happen. But you say somebody is God. You worship someone as a Venezuelans. Most of the Venezuelans are Swami's devotees. So you always worship someone as God. Kindly pray to save our flight. Then immediately she took Swami's photo from the wallet and immediately said, Swami Sai Ishvara Vidmahe Sathya Deva Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. And she asked everybody to say Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Whether they believe it or not, it's a must for them because it is the question of their life. Then they also started chanting Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. And at that moment, Bhagavan sees Sathya Sai Baba. We see Abhay Hastam. He has given darshan to his pilot for 20 minutes in the sea, in the sky. For 20 minutes, Bhagavan has shown his Abhay Hastam, and the engine started working, safely it landed. And that pilot was surprised at this, and he came to India when he's in the line. Bhagavan came. The first thing he said, Bangaru, how was the landing? Swami asked him, and he was very, very happy. Swami, it is only your grace that you have saved our aircraft. And so, this is how Swami will protect anybody who is in trouble. And when he thinks of him and when he prays for him, and Swami will definitely come for his rescue. Now, protects the entire world. Now, Visakhapatnam steel plant was running in 500 crores loss in 1999. Per year, it was running in 500 crores loss. The government wanted to close the steel plant. So a number of people, they left the jobs and went away to other places. But Swami's devotees, 500 devotees and officers and staff, they have gone to Prasanthi Nilayam. And Swami gave interview to these people 5 days, every day. And Swami told, nothing will happen to your steel plant. Don't worry at all. I will look after it. And I will come and stay there. And your steel plant will be prospering. Nothing to worry. And surprisingly, when they returned, steel plant gave 2 acres of land there. And they have constructed a beautiful Sun Mandir. And wonderfully, all this Nama Sankirtan, Nagar Sankirtan, Narayana Seva, everything was regularly going on. And in 2004, it was running in profits, and about 1,500 crores are per year. It was in profits. Then they went, steel plant people asked me to prepare one drama. So one Dr. Janjala Suman Baba written a ballet. So we have trained the children and we took them to Prasanthi Nilayam. Swami is an offering as a gratitude to you. We are performing this drama. And Swami blessed all the children. And even before they are going, they will come and tell that that the steel plant will prosper. It will run into profits. Like that, they will tell, I have blessed them. Then Swami very clearly told. So No authority has prayed, only some devotees have prayed, and it has happened, it has taken shape. So he and control over the nature. Once there were floods in Chitravati, and Swami stood as the whole Puttaparthi village would have been marooned, but Swami stood on the top of the East Prasanthi and gave a direction to the Chitravati river to flow, and miraculously that Chitravati, it changed its course towards the direction Swami has shown, and it has flown that way. Nothing has happened to Puttaparthi village. Another time when the all the ladies were preparing garlands, then they bring garlands for the function. Then Swami asked them, have you ever gone to Kasi? Swami, we have not gone. Have you seen Ganges? Swami, how can we see Ganges without going to Kasi? So we have not seen Ganges. It's all right. Then you come. You do want to see Ganges? Yes, we want to see. Then Swami asked everybody to come outside, and yes, put his hands, and where he stood till his feet, Ganga came roaring in the waves and stopped at Swami's where Swami stood, and everybody as they did their puja, and after that, as per Swami orders, Ganga went back. This is in Sai Charitam Prema Bharatam. One video is there. In that, this incident is there. It is very clearly shown in that. So, and like that, in North Karnataka also, once Swami, people were waiting, hundreds and thousands of people were waiting for Swami, but in hot sun. Swami saw when hundreds and thousands of people were waiting for him in the hot sun. So he is such a compassionate Lord. Just he looked at the sky, and immediately waterborne clouds, black clouds, engulfed the entire area, and till Swami gave his discourse and went away, the whole area was calm and cool. It was happened in North Karnataka. So this is how Swami always demonstrates to the people that the nature is under control. Now, another appearing in the dream and blessing. As a wonderful story we have got. Natasha and Boris, both are wife and husband. They're a wonderful couple. They are ardent devotees of Baba, and both of them, they sing nicely. And Boris plays the guitar also. And so he was working somewhere. And Natasha every day used to pray, Swami, I don't want anything. I don't want riches. I don't want buildings. I don't want cars, nothing. Only give me the opportunity to go to India and have your darshan. That's all. But Swami was not replying. She was very much worried. One day, she could not control her tears. So she cried and at Swami's feet. And Swami, I have not asked for anything. Just to give me a chance to go to India and have your darshan. That's all. I don't want anything else. Then, miraculously that night, Swami appeared in her dream. And are you prepared to come to India? Swami's question. Yes, Swami, I will definitely come to India. I will definitely go to India to have your darshan. Then Swami said, be ready, be ready, be ready. Next day morning, see, I'll tell you one thing. Faith. She has such faith in Bhagavan that next day morning, she washed all the clothes and just pressed and everything, kept her clothes and her husband's clothes and her son's clothes, everything. She made everything ready and kept it in the boxes. Boris asked, what is that you're doing? Then we are going to India. I don't have money. I don't have opportunity to go to India. How can you go? How can we go? Then she said, I don't know anything. See, she told, God told me, see, she never said Baba. God told me yesterday night, be prepared to go to India. So when God said it will happen, so when he told to be ready, I must be ready. So she said, I am ready. Then it's all right. Your faith is your faith. What can I do? And say, I went to office and the editor asked him, sir, Boris, you are called by External Affairs Ministry of Russian government. So he went. They said, one, we have built in Visakhapatnam, one steel plant. So our interpreter from Russian to English language, he fell sick. He is returning to Russia. So you go in his place, stay for 2-3 months, and you can come back. So he took the papers and everything and went to his house and told Natasha, see, Swami appeared in your dream and Swami appeared on my paper for me. Here is the orders. So, all right, very nice. So they came to India. She went to Bhagwan. They have seen. They had darshan. And she came back to steel plant Visakhapatnam. And one day I went for a discourse there. Then she told her experience in Russian language, and she was shedding tears. She was teary. Swami says, tears are the testimony for devotion. Tears are the testimony for devotion. So she was shedding tears when she was narrating her experience, wonderful experiences she told. And when before concluding, she told, what fortunate people are Indians. They can go at any time and have Bhagwan's darshan. And particularly people in Andhra Pradesh, they are much more fortunate because they can understand what Swami speaks. Swami speaks in their own language. Then I asked her, Natasha, why did you think that we had that fortune? People of Andhra Pradesh. Then, wonderful thing, Natasha told me, uncle, I read Ramayana, Bhagavata and all these things. I read Indian scriptures, I read. You might have been, the people in Andhra Pradesh might have been the cows in the Gokulam or Vanaras who might have built the Varadhi. You might have been the servants of Rama or Krishna. Otherwise, it's not possible to be for you to be so close to Bhagavan. I said to my people, a Russian lady thinking about us like that, but we are not thinking. That is the only misfortune with us. Let us think that we are so fortunate Indians because we can go at any time and have Bhagwan's darshan. So this is another very, very wonderful experience of Natasha. And fame. Now, you go to any country, throughout India, throughout world, you go anywhere. There is no country who does not know about Sathya Sai Baba. One of my friends, Professor Vittal, went to Brazil. He went to a village. Then he asked many questions. Do you know about America? You know about Washington? Everything. He said, I don't know America. We don't know America. I heard that's all. We don't know Washington. What is it? Then, which country you know well? Then they told, so therefore, now they have told him, we know about only one country, India. We don't know the names of any other countries. It's a village. So we don't know anything. How do you know India? And they told, because Sathya Sai Baba is born there. That is why we know that. We know the name of India. So in the remotest villages of Brazil, people know about India because of Bhagavan. So Japan, now Veda is being chanted as Vedic Pandit chant in India. And in China, Chinese, about 2,000 Chinese come every 2 years to India and celebrate their New Year's Day in Prasanthi Nilayam. Venezuela, every house there is photo of Baba. And in countries like Argentina, Chile, and all these things, people with dresses and all, they perform Nagar Sankirtan. So, throughout the world, people know about Bhagwan. It is no advertisement. Swami never sent an invitation, but even then, people know about him. Who a person, a divine personality who has so much of fame without any effort is Almighty. That's all. And glory. You see the glory of Puttaparthi. Go to Tirumala, you have Ananda Nilayam with golden covering over the main sanctum sanctorum, and then Kanakadurga and Sripuram, everywhere golden temples. Somebody asked Swami, everywhere there is gold covering for the temple, but in Prasanthi Nilayam, we don't have any gold covering to your residence, Yajur Mandir. Then Swami asked that fellow to come into Kolwanthal and look up, and completely gold paintings were there. Swami, this is where only devotees said. Swami said, glory at Puttaparthi is only for the devotees and not for the God. Glory only for the devotees. That is what Swami told. So much of love for us. Where we sit, there are gold coverings and gold painting. But where Swami is there are not no gold painting at all. And this is the only pilgrimage place where there is no hundi, where you need not offer even a coconut or a plantain or a sandal stick or nothing. You need not offer. Go and happily sit there. Wherever you go, you have to go in queues to have darshan. Even in ashrams, for having the darshan of the Swamiji also, you have to go in a queue. But in Prasanthi Nilayam, when you sit happily, God slowly comes to you walking for you. He will bend to you and accept your letters, bless you without anything, small things. You can, even smallest things, you can understand his divinity. Once when he gave us interview, Swami gave us interview, then Swami gave clothes to everybody. Then I have seen, but only that the pant piece was seen in there, no shirt piece. That's why Swami normally gives both shirt and pant. But why he has given only this? I was thinking in my mind, I never opened my mouth. Swami was distributing. Suddenly he turned at me. Chusko, andro chokka kuda undi. They said, hey, look in the packet. The shirt piece is also there. Swami said, see, and once when we went, I took the Doli song. I wrote a Doli song I put it in a cover and just I pasted it and I held it in my hand. Swami directly came and created Vibhuti and gave it to me and took the envelope and said, this is a Doli song. I know they are singing in the villages. Hey, you will be damn surprised. And Swami went away. Said, one of my friend who is sitting by my side, Swami said he will give Pada Namaskar and he is going away in the car. What is this? I said, he is the Sri Ramachandra who will keep up his word. Never say that he will forget his word. No, he will definitely come. Don't worry. This is the exact word. And Swami went to the car. He too held the car door and turned towards us. Don't worry, I will come just now. Whatever I told him, the same words he has. After that he came. He gave Pada Namaskaram to everyone. And finally, he was about to go. Then our people have asked, sir, our ladies are there on other side also. Kindly ask Bhagavan to give them Pada Namaskaram. So I wanted to ask about the ladies. But meanwhile, Swami straight away came to me. He created a diamond ring and gave it to me. And when I was looking at her, don't look at it. It is correct size only. And then I wanted to ask about I forgot. Ask about the ladies. They will definitely fire me when I go back. Why did you not tell about us? So what to do? And Swami went away talking to somebody. So I was praying, Swami, I did a mistake. I did not ask about the ladies. Kindly bless me. Swami, see that I don't get a bad name here. Then Swami, while going away, just turned towards me. Me ladies kuda pada namaskaram istanu. I will give your ladies also pada namaskaram, don't worry. And told me, and then went away. See, small things, sir. But even then, they express his divinity. That is the wonderful thing. And another very performing the miracles beyond the human comprehension. Sir, Bhagavan built the super speciality hospital. When Bhagavan said that he will definitely build a super speciality hospital at Puttaparthi, everybody thought it will take at least minimum 4 or 5 years. Everybody thought. But Swami has already announced that the inauguration will be hospital will be done on 22nd of November in 1991. Swami started. Swami announced in the birthday discourse. Yes, and then nobody believed. The doctors and the engineers never believed that it can happen, because 100 crores hospital, how can it be finished? 5 years also is a very small time, but Swami said he will complete within 1 year. But they did not start. November it did not start. December it did not start. And January it did not start. March, February, March, April also it started. Only hardly 5 months. Then Swami went to Kodaikanal along with the students. Then somehow Colonel Jogarao, who was looking after the construction, was to look after the construction, he did not come for darshan. Then Swami sent a word, why Jogarao has come? Jogarao does not come, ask him to come. Sir, why you did not come for darshan? Swami asked. Swami, you told that the super specialty hospital would be built within 1 year and it will be inaugurated on 22nd November 1991. But already 5 months over, or else 6 months over, hardly 6 months time is there. How can it be finished? Along with you, Swami will blame all of us. Swami, it may not be finished, it's very difficult to finish. Then Swami said, within 5 months, 20 days, the super specialty hospital has been finished and all with all equipments ever ready. And on 22nd November, as promised by Bhagavan, 4 operations have been performed. Swami said after that, if I finish it in 5 years, who will believe? You are not believing me as divinity, even when I finished it in within 5 months, 20 days. Do you believe if I finish in 5 months, 5 years? No. So that is how he finished. In 9 months, he has finished the 300 crore hospital at Bangalore also. That is a miracle. Who can do it? Only the Almighty can do it. Another very important thing is the bringing back people to life. Walter Cowan, after 4 hours of his death, Dr. Damodaran has declared him as dead. He given the death certificate and went away. But by the time Damodaran returned, Swami came there and asked Walter Cowan to get up. And he just patted on his chest, and Walter Cowan was brought back to life, and he lived for 18 months afterwards. Karanam Subbamagaru, she prayed Bhagavan that I must have your darshan in the last stages of my life. But she died even before Swami Kisi could see Bhagavan. Swami was in Venkatagiri at that time. So word was sent to Swami that Karana Subbamagaru has passed away. Then Swami came the next morning after 24 hours of her death. And Swami went to her, Subbamma lay, get up Subbamma. And Subbamma got up and caught hold of Swami's hands. Swami, what a loving Lord you are. You have given me your darshan. And so saying, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, had the full vision of the Lord. And Swami said, you were feeling that you don't have sons. I am your son. And Swami put the Tulsi Tirtham in her mouth. See how grateful God is. And like that, Kuppam Radha Krishna was brought back to life after 72 hours of his death. Kuppam Radha Krishna. I wrote a drama on the life of Kuppam Radha Krishna and his daughter Vijayamma. I talked with them. I came to know everything. Swami brought back Kuppam Radha Krishna to life after 72 hours of his death. Like that, Rama Brahmangaru was brought back to life after 6 hours after his death. So, Swami did all these things. What is this? Omniscient and omnipresent, protects the entire world, controls the nature. He has a unparalleled fame and glory, and then appearing in the dream and saving the devotees, and performs miracles beyond the human comprehension, and bring all dead men to life, bringing back the dead to life. It was inaugurated by Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao. So, these are the attributes which an avatar will have. And all these attributes have been performed by Bhagavan number of times, not once or twice, number of times. So, you must believe him as the universal Lord. There is no doubt about it. So, this is how we must feel Bhagavan's presence. He is the Lord. Feel that he is his presence. He is with you. He will definitely protect you. There is no doubt about it. Definitely. Don't have a least doubt whether Swami protects me or not. No, he will definitely save you from any situation. Only thing is, you must have unflinching faith. Unflinching faith. And continuous namasmarana and obeying Swami's orders. Whatever Swami says, put into practice. That's all. Enough. These three things are enough. Is to shower Swami's grace on you. Venkat, you can play Balu's song. How we pray to Rama and Krishna.
ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో భగవానుడు మన కోసం దిగి వచ్చాడు భగవానుడు మన కోసం దిగి వచ్చాడు భువిని సత్య సాయిగా వెలిశాడు భువన చక్రవర్తిగా నిలిచాడు భువిని సత్య సాయిగా వెలిశాడు భువన చక్రవర్తిగా నిలిచాడు ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో రామకథను విన్నాము, రాముని ధ్యానించాము. రామకథను విన్నాము, రాముని ధ్యానించాము. రామా రామా శ్రీరామాని ఆర్తితో విలపించాము. రామా శ్రీరామాని ఆర్తితో విలపించాము. ధర్మమూర్తి శ్రీరాముడు దయ చూపాడు, ధర్మమూర్తి శ్రీరాముడు దయ చూపాడు. భువిని సత్యసాయిగా వెలిశాడు, భువన చక్రవర్తిగా నిలిచాడు. భువిని సత్యసాయిగా వెలిశాడు, భువన చక్రవర్తిగా నిలిచాడు. ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో, ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో. గోపాలకృష్ణుని మా పాలి దేవుని, గోపాలకృష్ణుని మా పాలి దేవుని. కృష్ణ కృష్ణ శ్రీకృష్ణ అని గొంతెత్తి పిలిచాము, కృష్ణ శ్రీకృష్ణ అని గొంతెత్తి పిలిచాము. చల్లని మా నల్లనయ్య కరుణించాడు, చల్లని మా నల్లనయ్య కరుణించాడు. భువిని సత్యసాయిగా వెలిశాడు, భువన చక్రవర్తిగా నిలిచాడు. భువిని సత్యసాయిగా వెలిశాడు, భువన చక్రవర్తిగా నిలిచాడు. ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో, ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో. హృదయాంతరంగ సాయి శ్రీ సత్య సాయిని, హృదయాంతరంగ సాయి శ్రీ సత్య సాయిని. సాయి 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 శ్రీ సాయి అని భక్తితో ప్రార్థించాము, సాయి శ్రీ సాయి అని భక్తితో ప్రార్థించాము. వరదాభయ దివ్యమూర్తి వరమిచ్చాడు, వరదాభయ దివ్యమూర్తి వరమిచ్చాడు. కరుణారస దివ్య దృష్టి సారించాడు, ప్రేమామృత దివ్య వృష్టి కురిపించాడు. కరుణారస దివ్య దృష్టి సారించాడు, ప్రేమామృత దివ్య వృష్టి కురిపించాడు. ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో, ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో. భగవానుడు మన కోసం దిగి వచ్చాడు, భగవానుడు మన కోసం దిగి వచ్చాడు. భువిని సత్యసాయిగా వెలిశాడు, భువన చక్రవర్తిగా నిలిచాడు. భువిని సత్యసాయిగా వెలిశాడు, భువన చక్రవర్తిగా నిలిచాడు. ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో, ఎంత భాగ్యమో ఎంతటి సౌభాగ్యమో.
ఆదిశేష సాయిని. ఉయ్యాలలో పరారే సత్య సాయిని, ఉయ్యాలలో పరారే ఆదిశేష సాయిని. రామాలాలి మేఘ శ్యామాలాలి, సాయి లాలి సత్య సాయి లాలి. రామాలాలి మేఘ శ్యామాలాలి, సాయి లాలి సత్య సాయి లాలి. సాయిని, ఉయ్యాలలో పరారే ఆదిశేష సాయిని. రామాలాలి మేఘ శ్యామాలాలి, సాయి లాలి సత్య సాయి లాలి. రామాలాలి మేఘ శ్యామాలాలి, సాయి లాలి సత్య సాయి లాలి. సత్య సాయిని, ఉయ్యాలలో పరారే ఆదిశేష సాయిని. రామాలాలి మేఘ శ్యామాలాలి, సాయి లాలి సత్య సాయి లాలి. రామాలాలి మేఘ శ్యామాలాలి, సాయి లాలి సత్య సాయి లాలి. రామాలాలి మేఘ శ్యామాలాలి, సాయి లాలి సత్య సాయి లాలి.
These are the songs Swami liked very much. Swami say it is only his grace that I never expected that my compositions will be sung by eminent singers like S.P. Balasubramanian and P. Susila. I never thought. It has happened. It is his grace. It is his grace, totally his grace. I am too small to think about all these things, but Swami has bestowed this grace on me. So this is what absolutely are necessary. Have Leave it to everything. Do your duty. Do your duty sincerely. Whatever is entrusted to you, Swami said very, very, very clearly. When he has given me the interview, then he has told one thing. He said, who wrote these songs? Swami said, your songs first, your songs are like diamonds. That is why I am going to give you Navaratna ring. And finally, after that, when he has agreed that you have written everything, and after that, he asked me who wrote these songs. Then it's a wonderful question. I should be very, very careful in answering. And they said, it is you, Swami, you have written. It is your grace. That's all. I am only instrument in your hand. That's all. I have not written. I did not have the scholarship to compose such songs. It is only you did this. And then Swami said, there are better writers than you. There are better playwrights than you. But Bangaru, I have chosen you for my work. This is what I wanted. There are better writers, better poets than you, better playwrights than you. But I have chosen you for my work. That's all. That is Bhagavan. He will give you anything, whatever. Even a small nail he can make into a Vajrayudham. See, that is his grace. That is his power. So let us do Swami's work. And what happens, let us not think. No, please do not think what will happen to my work. No, it is going to be successful. And you will do such a work which everyone will appreciate. That is Swami's grace. That is Swami's grace. Believe in him that he will get it done through me. That's all. He will get it done. That's all. So these are the things. So I think one bhajan, I would sing Venkat. Shall I sing one bhajan?
Yes, you can sing. Yeah, we will finish with this bhajan probably, and then we'll continue next week. We'll finish with this bhajan.
Yes. Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Rajivalochana Raghava Sundara Ram Jai Jai Ram, Rajivalochana Raghava Sundara Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Satya Swarupa Shanti Pradayaka Ram Jai Jai Ram, Satya Swarupa Shanti Pradayaka Ram Jai Jai Ram, Amruta Bhashi Abhaya Pradayaka Ram Jai Jai Ram, Amruta Bhashi Abhaya Pradayaka Ram Jai Jai Ram, Anadhanadha Dina Nadha Ram Jai Jai Ram, Anadhanadha Jina Nadha Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Rajivalochana Raghava Sundara Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Satya Swarupa Shanti Pradayaka Ram Jai Jai Ram, Amruta Bhashi Abhaya Pradayaka Ram Jai Jai Ram, Anadhanadha Dina Nadha Ram Jai Jai Ram, Anadhanadha Dina Nadha Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Wonderful, absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful.
what wonderful, Venkat. 80 not out.
Wonderful. So all I have to say is it's been time.
I am again grateful to all the listeners and the brothers and sisters who are participating in this satsang. Kindly, if you any suggestions also you can give me, I can improve. Thing is, what is I want you people to understand that we are with the Almighty. Why we are with the Almighty? We are under the protection of the Universal Lord. That's all. And He is there with you. Definitely, He'll be there.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to the topic for next week, which is
Yes.
happy, how to lead, the Sathya Sai way of leading a happy, healthy, contented, and spiritually enlightened life. That will be the topic for next week's satsang. And with these, praying to Swami for ever being kind, this happens to be the 95th satsang. So every satsang, there's something to learn. I think for many of us, we have to go back to these satsangs and try to get small snippets out of each one of them, so that the younger generation, especially the Instagram generation, gets to see them in not more than, like how you said, even the song where the glory of Swami is compressed to 5 minutes.
That's correct.
We need to find those ways of putting those messages, hoping that this Makar Shankranti, we can start working on what I would call snippets from these satsangs that will start coming up for the younger generation to see them. And I will come back to you, Uncle, and I'm also hoping that we will collaborate to get some of your plays done in English. And
Definitely.
That is also a prayer to Swami. Yeah. With these, we will finish with Samastaloka, Uncle. Thank you. Sai Ram, Uncle.
Sai Ram, Satya.
Yeah,
Satya.
Yeah, we'll finish with Samastaloka. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba Ji ki Jai. Sai Ram, Uncle. Sai Ram, everyone.
Sai Ram.